Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, hello, whatever time of day you're watching this. Welcome to another beer review. Now, we are going to a very, very familiar place to me, namely because I used to live near this place. We're off to East Sussex, we're off to Burwash, and we're off to a brewery. Well, it didn't exist where I lived near Burwash. I used to live in Heathfield years ago. Uh, just yeah, Heathfield. Then I moved up north. We're off to Lakedown Brewing Company, and it's a Pilsner. Now, what makes this Lakedown Brewing Company a little bit different from other brewing companies is of its owner. The owner of this brewing company is none other than Roger Daltrey. Now, this brewery is located on Lakedown Farm, Swife Lane, Burwash, in East Sussex, and that's where Roger Daltrey lives. Um, and he's basically kind of like started up a brewery. He's got loads of different beers. Matthew Barker, who sent me this beer, actually um, met, bumped into Roger, old Rog, when he's at the tap room down there. And it's funny, his missus didn't even have a clue who he was, even though he said hello to her. So, me personally, what do I think of Roger Daltrey? Well, he's a rock god, really. I'm a big fan of The Who. Certain albums of The Who, to be honest. Who's Next is brilliant. Quadrophenia is brilliant. Tommy was good. I prefer Quadrophenia to Tommy. Um, and that's about it for me. But them three albums really, for me, are The Who. That is, if anybody kind of like ask me what's my favourite Who album, always say it's a toss up between Quadrophenia and Who's Next. So I'm waffling on. So this is a Pilsner, and it's got boom. This is Lakedown Pilsner, sitting right at the top of our list of our favourite lagers. It's a classic Pilsner full of the finest Saaz hops, German malts, and the best Bavarian lager yeast. We ferment it slow and steady to give it a beautiful, refreshing, perfectly crisp finish. Brewed in East Sussex. That's where I come from. Did I mention it? Maybe not. So let's crack it open like you do. And hopefully do a decent pour. And yes, look at it. It's looking the colour. It's looking it all right. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I haven't had a beer all week, and what better way is to start off a weekend of beer reviewing, because that's what it'll be, a weekend of beer reviewing. But I don't know when this will upload. It's kind of like it's gonna be a weekend of beer reviewing. So I'll start off with a Pilsner, one of my favourite styles. There we go. There it is. Stick it there. Be in a glass. Tons of carbonation. Straw-like in colour. Very clear. Very clear. 2.5 fingers worth of head. Let's get the aroma. Bready. Sweet corn for me. Hint of barley there. It smells absolutely lovely. What it should do. Cheers, Matthew, mate. Cheers, Roger. Hint of floral. Subtle bitterness. Smooth texture. Slight dry crispness on the back end. It's banging. It is banging. This is a decent Pilsner. It really is. I'll go another one. Don't always appeals to. They just make me want to. They just make me want to eat and eat and eat and eat. It turns me into a bit of a Pac-Man. I just want to eat anything. You know, that's what beer does, doesn't it? But Pilsners, for me especially, it is nice body to this beer, nice refreshing feel to it. It's an absolute banger. It really is. It's a good one. Nice touch of floralness in there as well. There's nothing more to say, but highly recommend it. It's all I can say is my first beer from them, and I'm definitely interested in getting some more from them because that is a belter, absolute banger. Thank you very much for watching this one. Highly recommend this beer. Check out the brewery, check out the page, check out the Who if you've never heard of them. Who? The Who. That's who. Bip bip.